just going to go over a brief overview of one of the new features coming in version 6.41. We haven't released this yet, still working on it, but I want to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. Anyway, when we come to the customers, as you probably are aware if you've been using the program, you enter all your customer information in here, and that's used elsewhere in the program, for quotes, invoices, things like that. But what we've done is we've added a contacts tab in here, and you can set up as many contacts as you want under this particular customer. Now, when you go to set one up, just click in here. If it's blank, it'll have click on your new contact, enter the contact name that you're going to use to identify that contact. In this example, we're just actually using the fictitious person's name. And we went ahead and stuck an email address in here. But we also have what's called the full editor. Once you have put in a contact here in the drop down in this little list here, then if you select it where it's orange out in front of it, if you hit the full editor, it brings up the rest of the information. And you can add other things in here like the first name, last name, country, tax rate if it's different from the main company, the billing address, shipping address. Any of this information that you enter in here that is different than the default customer contact information, when you select the contact on an invoice or estimate, it will replace the default information with any of the information that you put in here. If there's nothing in here, like here we don't have the address or anything, we don't have any of these changed, we don't have the phone numbers changed, we don't have the country, the tax rate changed, so those won't be replaced. So if we select Judy Jetson, then the only thing that will be replaced on the estimate or the invoice will be it'll show Judy Jetson as the contact. On all your stuff it'll say Judy Jetson and Jones Designs, and the email address will be judy@jonesdesigns.com in this example. So we're out of that, so we've got basically the information in here, and that's where we go to put it in there. It's done inside the customer setup. Now when we come to order estimates in here, you'll notice that it's got the default Jones Jetson and Jones Design. Let me go ahead and unlock this. Now, one of the things that we have here, and I didn't bring this up on the customer, but we're starting to add hotspots in here. So if you click on the, you go over like a name in here and or a label in here, click on it, because it's got the little finger that shows up. It'll bring up a little help thing, and it will zero in on the topic for that particular thing. So here you can see it's talking about what will happen when you change it there. And just for granted, we're going to pop back over here and put it in the customer. And then we click on it over the contact there, you'll see it gives us the information pertinent to that. We still have that information here, but it zeroes in on the information that you need. So we're going to come back to the estimates here, and we're going to come into here, and when we do this drop down, it's only going to show the contacts that are available besides the default. The default is not shown in this drop down. If you want the default, leave everything blank and don't put a contact in here. But if you, in this case, we want to go ahead and use George, so we're going to use George. And you notice that the email was changed to that, and the customer up here was changed to George Kitchen. All the other information, such as the addresses and stuff like that, has remained the same. The tax information, because it's all the same. We didn't tell it to change that. So anyway, just a quick overview of what's coming in T6 version 6.41.